morning, YouTube. Today we're going to talk about the song On the Beach by Chris Rea. Chris Rea was, I believe, a British singer, but he did a lot of studio albums, and this particular song was from a 1986 album called On the Beach, and it was covered a lot, mostly in the European music scene. But this is a great song because it sort of has a jazzy, sort of bossa nova, California type feel, and you could imagine yourself cruising down Highway 101 there and listening to this on the radio. As before, I'm going to show you a snippet of the song, how I play it in solo acoustic, and then I'm going to break it down and show you how to do this song. It's fairly easy, just a couple of jazzy chords in a fingerpick style. The eyes of love, I call your name. Behind the garden walls I used to go. Upon the summer wind, there's a certain melody takes me back to that place that I know. On the beach, down on the beach. Okay, as I said before, the guitar itself is in standard tuning. So I do have a capo here on the first fret. That is important if you're going to play in the same key as Chris Rea in his album, and you know, if you're going to do the little lead part where it goes, or something like that, you know, you got that got to get in the same key. I'm going to show you a version that doesn't do that, because if you're playing it in solo acoustic guitar, one of the things you got to do is be able to do some semblance of that, but not actually have to move to that position. So I'm going to show you how to do that. In the solo riff thing, I showed you like this sort of. Okay, so let me show you how to do this. It starts out on an E minor 7th, and the E minor 7th that we're going to use is the one that has this little extended on the 3rd fret of the B string. So E minor first position, and then you put your pinky down on the 3rd fret of the B string. And then what you're going to do is sort of get the beat. Again, it's a jazzy sort of bossa nova type vibe. So it's okay. But you got to integrate the little riff in there, and that's how you do this. Is okay. So you're going to do this. You're going to basically hit the 3rd fret of the B string. 1, 2, 3, open, and then open on the G string. Open on the B string, and then hit on the 3rd fret of the B string, and then sort of pull off. And then you're going to slide to the C major 7th as sort of the fill. The C major 7th is your middle finger on the 3rd fret of the A string and your pointer finger on the 2nd fret of the D string. Okay, so the way that sounds together is, and I'll do it slowly. and then you're going to add in the third chord of the main riff. It's really the riff that they use for the on the beach part, and that is a B7 add D, and essentially one of those Hendrix type chords. And you're putting your middle finger on the second fret of the A string, your ring finger on the second fret of the G string, and then your pointer finger on the first fret of the D string. Okay? So, and then you're going to use your pointer finger on the third fret of the B string. And you're getting that Hendrix sound, that kind of an off color. We're trying to go back for resolution. So the way that sounds together, and I'll do it slow. And you just do stabs on that. Back. Okay, you're going to do that 3 times, and then you're going to move to sort of the second riff that's in this song. And it's again starts on the E minor 7th, just like I did before. You're going to do that, E minor 7th, and then you're going to go to an F sharp diminished. An F sharp diminished is made by putting your first finger on the first fret of the D string, and of course these chords are all relative to the capo. So first fret of the D string, and then you put your middle finger on the first fret of the B string, and then you put your ring finger on the second fret of the G string, and your little finger on the second fret of the E string. And you're going to get a diminished sound. And then you're going to go back again to this B7th add D. So the way that second riff is, and it's just a little subtlety, and you'll hear it. This is the riff that's used, or the chords that are used during the verse part itself. So it goes like this, and I'll do it slow. And then it's going to go right into the verse. And let me go ahead and sing some of it. Excuse my Chris Rea impersonation. Between the eyes of love, I call your name. And just keep beat with the words. On the summer wind, a certain melody takes me back. And then you're going to go back, and it basically do that for three lines, and then you're going to go back, and it's going to go to an A minor 7th, first position, takes me back to that place, to a B minor 7th in the first position, that I know, to a C major 7th, no, to a D, and you're just doing stabs on it, on the beach. And you're going back. It's just like in the intro. You know, and if you have a second guitar, they ought to be doing this part. They ought to be doing this. Okay? All right, so you're going to do that riff again down on the beach. Second verse is exactly the same. It goes back to the E minor 7th to the F sharp diminished. So it's secrets of the summer I will keep. And again, it's just this bossa nova type beat. Second verse is exactly the same. It ends on the same thing with the on the beach. And then you're going to go into the interlude, and if you listen to the record, they have sort of a guy doing solo guitar. I guess it's Chris Rea doing solo guitar over himself. But anyway, it starts out on a C sharp minor 7th, which is essentially on the I guess it's going to be the 4th fret of the, you're going to make a bar C minor 7th. So let me go ahead and make sure you can see this. Hang on one sec. Bar C minor 7th. So you're going to lay your finger across here on the 4th fret of the all the strings, and then you're going to put your ring finger on the 1st fret. You're going to put, oh, actually it's on the 5th fret of the B string, and then you put your ring finger on the 6th fret of the what is that, the G string, yeah. So that's a C sharp minor 7th. And you're going to go up to a D sharp minor 7th. Okay, you do that 3 times, and then you're going to go to an A minor 7th. And it sort of goes up the scale. A minor 7th, B minor 7th, C major 7th to a D, and hold it there, and then back to the forever in my, but to the 3rd verse. My heart will be. Okay, so let me go ahead and play that the end of the 2nd verse, and then jumping into the interlude, so you know how that sounds. So it's on the beach. C sharp minor 7th to D sharp minor 7th. A minor 7th, B minor 7th, C major 7th to a D. And then back to the verse. Forever in my dreams, my heart will go. Okay? All right, so then you're going to play the 3rd verse, which is exactly the same as what you did before, and it sort of ends out on a fade out on the main riff, which is on the beach. Down on the beach. Well, hopefully that helped you to learn to play this sort of jazzy tune by Chris Rea, On the Beach. It's a pretty good song. It's a great song. It just has a really good vibe and feel for sort of a jazzy song. The video that he produced in '86 time frame was really great, on the beach, and just fantastic scenery. So, as before, if you have any questions about this or any of my other videos that I've made, go ahead and leave me a question or a comment at my YouTube channel, and I'll answer you when I can. So we'll catch you later.